Welcome to the Scopos Podcast. Listen as Dr. Brett Larson invites guests to chat about life in today's culture from a biblical lens. Whether it's about his passion for the outdoors or more serious social and cultural topics, Scopos always puts the focus back on Christ and his Word. Here's Brett.
Welcome to the Scopos Podcast. It's been a while since we've gotten together. We've had a busy Christmas season, I suppose. Thanksgiving really was the last time, and we went through a political season where we have a new president, so I think it's been quite a while since I've recorded a new one. It's been a busy time. Been in the woods mostly. When we introduced this podcast, we've talked about how we're going to cover different things and the outdoors and hunting, and I think in the intro, Zach even says man stuff, and we're going to hit on some of that this podcast. So if you're listening, hopefully you are cool with hunting stories and hunting things. Today is a unique day. My middle son, Grady, that middle boy, is here in the office working. We homeschool our kids, as I think we may have talked about before. I'm not sure if we have, but we did with the podcast with Corey, Dr. Corey Reed. We talked about homeschooling and raising young men, and so we homeschool our kids. So he's in the office today doing some of his work. He's a junior in grade-wise, 16 years old, just got his driver's license, doing all the stuff. Oh, yeah. So Grady's joining me in studio today. We're going to talk a little bit about our hunting season, about what we learn, about what he's studying in the Word, and we'll go from there. So welcome to the Scopos Podcast. So Grady.
Hi.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. I'm really good.
I forced you to come on the microphone, but you don't mind.
I know. It's so hard, No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. And I love hunting too.
You love hunting.
Yeah.
You love hunting or fishing more? We've talked about it before, but
it's really the same for me because fall is hunting, spring is fishing. Mm-hmm. So I get excited during whatever season it is. Mm-hmm. And then, you have summer sports and winter, but hunting is definitely, there's
fun.
Nothing like it when a big buck or a turkey or something walks up in front of you. You're just standing there looking at it. Oh, it's the best.
Getting up early in the morning and watching the woods wake up, right? That's fun.
Yeah.
You learn a lot through it, don't you?
Oh, yeah. More than any other hobby, I think. Yeah.
You learn a lot in the process of it all, right? Like patience and preparation and...
Yeah, there's a lot of links to just good things, or you could say qualities you should have in life. Like, you have to work hard if you want to shoot a big deer. You have to get up early. You have to be resilient to the weather. You have to be super patient. You're sitting there, 6, 7, 8 hours a day.
Waiting for one shot,
for one chance. Yeah. So it really just, it's taught me a lot of stuff, just how to live my life,
Yeah. And discipline and preparation of waking up and being responsible and also being responsible in decision making, right?
Oh yeah.
Like holding back, like just on the smaller animal or on the animal that's not quite ready yet and waiting for that right one. Right.
Yeah. It's high pressure once you have an animal right in front of you. You can prepare for it as much as you possibly can, but it won't matter as soon as it's right in front of you.
Right. You can see animals on the side of the road. You can see them, but you're seeing them by chance as you're driving. And you think, well, it's not hard to see deer all the time. Yeah, but you're seeing them when you're not expecting it.
Yeah.
You're not going to try to get them.
You're seeing them on your terms, not when you're in their house.
Yeah, that's right, Grady.
Yeah.
And it's you know what's funny? You know what the real humbling hunting game is? The most humbling one?
No.
Squirrels. It is, because
it's so true.
And here's why. It's because you see squirrels all the time in your yard, right? If you live, and even like suburbia, you're going to see squirrels, right? Or rabbits or whatever. You see them and you're like, how hard could this be? Go in the woods and try to get them.
Oh my goodness.
Them's different kind of squirrels.
The worst is when you're deer hunting and you see squirrels.
Yes.
And then you go squirrel hunting and you see
You
deer.
see deer. Yeah.
It's the worst.
And turkeys, same way.
Yep. Yep.
You see more turkeys deer hunting than you do turkey hunting, and more deer turkey hunting. It's just how it works. It's just, I don't know why. And when you're, and you love some bass fishing too, right?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You're a bass fishing like fiend.
Well, once we moved to the house with the pond, then it hit. I mean, like every day, all summer, watching videos. And when I wasn't watching videos, I was fishing. When I wasn't fishing, I was fixing my rod or researching equipment.
Doing a little schoolwork too, right?
Occasionally.
Yes, I hope so. No, you're
Oh,
good.
yeah.
You're very good students. All three of my sons are good students who work hard. And all three of you boys, you brothers, love to hunt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're probably the most in love with fishing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But probably
Wyatt.
all of you love to hunt too. Wyatt's getting
Wyatt
into it too,
is
my youngest.
the big hunter.
He's a big hunter. He's had a good year.
Oh, my goodness.
We don't believe in luck. We believe in God's providence, but he has the lucky hand this year.
And I have the unlucky hand. He shot a nice 8-point
He did.
opening day.
Yes.
Yeah. That was so cool.
And then his good luck charm brought in a nice buck down in Pennsylvania too.
Yep. And you finished it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a nice, what is it, an 11-point?
11. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got one non-typical sticking out.
Yeah, it's a nice buck.
It's a cool
We've had a good year, and you've got a couple with the bow, and we've had some good experiences there. And you got that new bow broke in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's good. It's one of those things that we grew up in this world, and we grew up in this environment, and it's just really fun. I love, one of my favorite things to do is watch the woods wake up and then put the woods to bed, and hear the owls going back and forth, and
Yeah.
it is just you sit quiet and the woods begin to kind of wake up around you and forget you're there,
Yep.
and it's really cool. You learn so much, just about nature and about God, about sitting alone with Him, and I love that for you guys. It's just a fun experience. All right, so you love to bow hunt more?
Yeah. I think so. Because it's harder.
Yeah.
Which is really just an interesting way of looking at it, that I like it because it's harder.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, you have to get 10 times closer to the animal, and you have to work 10 times harder.
Right.
Shooting your bow, getting a good spot, all that.
You got a new bow this year. What'd you get?
A Darton Consequence.
Darton Consequence. It's
Yeah.
a bow you really wanted,
Yep. 70 pounds.
right?
Nice gold tip arrows. Good broadheads.
Good.
Yeah.
And now tell everybody what your gun of choice is
Ooh.
for hunting, for big game hunting.
What used to be your gun that I inherited, in quotes.
Quote, stole. No, you inherited.
It's a Tika T3X, chambered in 308.
Yep.
Best cartridge. No, I'm kidding. Shoot whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
With a VX Freedom Leupold scope.
Yeah.
Thing is dead on.
It's dialed in.
Yeah.
It's a good gun.
Yeah. It's got the camo, the Strata camo.
Yeah.
I love that Strata camo.
It looks sharp.
All my clothes are Strata.
Yeah,
It's
that's
my-
the Cabela's camo, if
Yeah.
anybody's wondering. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their little pattern. It's cool.
It's the True Timber, the Redhead, all that is all Strata. Yeah.
And that's really cool.
I like it.
Now, that was kind of like a hunting update, or a little bit of hunting update, I guess. And then recently you got your driver's license.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Hoo-hoo. Oh,
And I lost my truck.
you did for a couple days.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we decided as parents, with Grady, with his buddy, we're very close with their family, and they have a place to hunt in the southern tier, which is
Yep.
in the hill country of Western New York. And you took the truck and went down there and hunted a few days by yourself.
I did. just me and my buddy. And you had Mr. Reed on the podcast, Corey Reed.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's his son is my best friend, and
Right.
we were like, hey, I got my driver's license. He was like, oh, that's cool. You want to go hunting? And I was like, of course. So we ended up driving for about, I would like to say like an hour and a half, just the two of us down. We packed up, hunted 3 days in the woods, freezing cold, 5-degree weather, and, excuse me. And we actually ended up sitting in the blind together because it was so cold. We were freezing our butts off. So we're like, we got to do this. And we had fun. It was real fun.
Well, I was proud of you guys. You drove down, and then you made good decisions down there, and it's a big deal. And a lot of people go. Even people were like, "Wow!" And you've been responsible, and so I feel like as parents, like we give as much responsibility as we can give within what that person can handle, and you can handle it. And so I think it's cool. Good learning experiences, and you did a good job.
Yeah, I think I did.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, it's been a good hunting season anyway, and we're looking forward to taking a break and enjoying Christmas.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
We love Christmas and
Oh, yeah.
all that goes with it, and so we're gearing up for that. And also, so now I want to talk about what are you learning in God's Word? That's the most important thing. That's what this podcast is about. It's about getting Christ out there. We wanted to just, talk about the hunting stuff because it's infused in that, right? The growing up experience. But I want to talk about what you're studying in the Word and what you've been learning.
Okay.
So where are you?
So,
and I just, by the way, there's no prep here. Grady was literally in here and I said, let's record real quick.
yeah.
Tell everybody what's going on.
It's the best way, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, this year I've been studying Proverbs. I was, what year is it? 2024? 2023, I studied 1st and 2nd Peter towards the end of it. And then I was like, well, what do I study now? And I've always wanted to, become, no, I shouldn't say that. I should say, I've always wanted to learn what it is like to be a man and really like a godly man.
Yeah.
A godly man. And so I was just reading through the Bible and I saw a couple verses in Proverbs about being a righteous man and standing up against evil. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So I'm going to study Proverbs. And it's been awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
And so you're studying Proverbs and your goal is to Proverbs is a book. It's Proverbs. It's good sayings, right? It's things that are right to do. It's meant to instruct our lives. Mm-hmm. And so you're learning, which is a great thing for a 16-year-old boy to be doing. And you're involved in church, right?
Yep. Oh yeah. Playing drums and helping out whenever I can.
Yeah. Playing drums, a little guitar. You played guitar this week, right? You were the intro guy.
I did. It was fun.
I saw you up there with your legs crossed like you were like a classical artist.
Yeah.
Playing along.
I like to think I'm like a country guy.
Well,
picking the guitar. I'm not that great at it, though.
I'm working. Good. You're coming along.
I'm working at it. It was fun.
You help out there and you're working a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're different jobs as you pick up for a 16-year-old. I mean, you know what you can do, but you're working with a buddy of ours in some construction, like building, and you're doing a log cabin down in the southern tier again in Western New York. So that's fun. That's right up your alley, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and it's not easy.
Right.
It was really, really, really fun though.
Yeah, that's what you're really into. You love working with your hands.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Grady's always like that since he was a kid, and that's one of our jobs as parents is to kind of find out what your kids are attracting toward or leaning toward, and try to open up some opportunities for them. Try to help guide them in that, and in a way that's not useless, in a way that's useful. That could grow into something that's used for the Lord, or used in career, or used in some way, not just randomly. And so we're trying to open up more opportunities in that that area too. And you love four-wheelers.
Oh, yeah.
Trucks and four-wheelers.
Trucks, four-wheelers, dirt bikes.
Yep.
Four-wheelers more, though.
You're pretty much the country song, hunting, fishing, loving every day.
Basically.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's fun. And so let's see, what else? So you're studying Proverbs.
Yep.
Involved in church, involved in WTL, right? That's our youth group.
Yep, it is.
And so that's good. So
awesome.
yeah. So we've had a good hunting season. You're active. You're involved. I just wanted to hop on the mic and catch up with people. We've got an interesting January coming up, and that, after Christmas comes the inauguration of Donald Trump, who won the elections, and the U.S. and our country, and that affects the whole world in reality. And so that'll be fun to watch. And things here at WDCX are moving along, so we're in a good spot. And we're looking forward to more Scopos broadcast. We're going to bring in a couple different family members coming up soon. Yeah. I'm working on a few things. I'd like to bring in your pop-up, my dad, who helped get all this started. And I want him to give the history of WDCX and how that got started. And maybe we'll even go back to some of the funny stories of this funny things that have happened over the years. You're going to want to tune in because there may or may not be a story about a board operator who got stuck outside in his underwear.
I haven't heard that yet.
Oh, that's a good teaser.
Oh,
That'll be a funny one. I was a kid, and I think Pop-Up got called, and we had a guy operating the board, and he just, by a hilarious event, got stuck outside of the station, the door locked behind him in his underwear in the middle of winter.
How do you even...
Well, you'll have to.
I'll hear.
You'll have to tune in and hear.
I will.
So we've got some fun stuff. We've got some fun stuff ahead. But anyway, we've got meat in the freezer, and we're looking forward to turkey season and bass fishing.
Yep, we are.
And skiing. We're going to ski this winter.
Skiing is amazing.
Yeah, you're a pretty good skier. You're much better than I am. I'm getting to the age where I ski carefully because if I get hurt, it's like, we're talking like lifelong. I'm trying to keep my knees healthy and keep myself strong and healthy.
Gotta stop
I'm
following
trying not to
me.
do crazy stuff. So
me and Ethan are going too crazy for you now.
Yes, exactly. My boys have definitely exceeded my abilities on the ski slopes. There's no doubt there. I'm thinking more along the snowmobile line where I can sit on it and the motor does the work for me.
Yeah.
I just got to steer it.
Well, there's different types of snowmobiling, though. Snowmobiling.
Yeah.
Like, you see the mountain guys who go with their crazy sleds?
Yes. Yeah, that's what you want to do.
That's rowdy. Yeah.
Well, we'll probably cut it off here for now, but it's a good update. We'll be back hopefully in a week or two. We'll get some recording done. Maybe as some families in town, we'll have them hop in on some too. But for now, good riddance. Have a great Christmas, and we'll see you after the new year.
We hope you enjoyed the Scopos podcast, and please tell others about the show. If you have questions or want to know more, you can always email our offices at info@wdcxradio.com.